Most women avoid pink. They say it's too girly, not serious enough. And I get it, pink has a reputation problem, but here's what I know as a stylist. Pink is the most face-flattering color that exists. It can make you look fresher and younger. Full stop. You just haven't found yours yet. The problem was never pink. The problem was the wrong shade of pink.
Be good, stay good.
Okay, so the question, when did you last actually wear pink? Not a tiny detail, like genuinely wear it. And for most women, it's been a while, because at some point it just felt like too much, too girly, maybe even wrong somehow, but that's exactly what we're fixing today. So let's get into it. Pink, as I said, has a reputation problem. Somewhere along the way, it got associated with being too much, too sweet, too try hard, not serious, and well, I understand it. We've all seen pink done wrong, but here's what's the most interesting part. As a stylist, the women who avoid pink the most are often the ones it would suit the most. They just never found their version of it. Because here's an important thing about pink. Hear me out. When you wear pink near your face, something really beautiful happens. I mean, physically. Light hits the fabric, reflects back, and that reflected light carries pink tone with it. It lands your skin, and what you get is natural, subtle flush, like a blush you didn't apply. Your complexion looks fresher, more alive, younger, not like you're wearing color, like you just came back from a holiday. And that's not magic. That's just the color doing its job. So the question was never, should I wear pink? The question is, which pink is mine? And to answer this question, we have to briefly understand the three traits of pink, three dimensions of a color, as I say, because not all pinks behave the same, and this is probably why you tried pink once and it just didn't work. Same as any other color, we can look at any color through three dimensions. Once you see this, choosing pink becomes so much easier. So dimension 1, depth. How light or how dark the color is. On one end of the spectrum is the softest blush, barely there, almost white pink. In the middle is true pink, full saturated, clean hue as it is, and this far end goes deep and dark, like deep magenta, almost wine, right? It's the same hue, just different levels of lightness or value of the color. It's the same term, by the way. And you can feel how completely different the mood is. Dimension 2, temperature. So warm pinks lean towards peach and coral. There's a little bit of orange and yellow here, right? Cool pinks lean towards fuchsia, raspberry, they pull towards blue and purple, and right in the middle, pure pink, neutral, neither warm nor cool. That's your reference point. Everything here is warmer, and all the shades here are cooler. And dimension 3, pigment versus dusty. So this is the one nobody talks about. A pure pink is vivid, strong, full of color, but take that same pink and mix in a little gray and more gray and more gray, and it becomes dusty, muted, softer, like antique pink. And I'd say dusty pinks are almost always easier to wear in everyday outfits. They feel more sophisticated, less theatrical, just slightly, even just slightly dustier pink works for casual and everyday looks with no potential issues, and it still reads like saturated color, right? So let's sum up. Depth, temperature, pigment. Keep these three in your head and pink stops feeling chaotic. And this knowledge is the most important when it comes to finding your shade, the one that will make you look younger and fresher, especially when you wear it near the face. So let's do exactly that, because this is honestly the chapter I get asked about the most. Do I follow the color complexion theory? So let's start with the easiest thing to see, the depth of your skin color. The idea is very simple here. You want the depth of your pink to roughly mirror the depth of your complexion. Deep skin, go deeper and richer with your pink. Medium skin, medium pink. Fair skin, lighter, softer pink. That's not like a science, just a starting point. And honestly, once you see it side by side, it just makes sense, right? And don't be super precise here, it's not a rocket science, just roughly mirroring the depth of your skin color would be enough. So the second thing to look at is contrast. How much natural contrast does your face hold? Strong brows, dark eyes, defined features, that's high contrast. And high contrast faces can carry more saturated, vivid pinks beautifully. And if your features are softer, more blended, lower contrast, dusty muted pinks will feel much more harmonious and they won't compete, they'll just enhance your beauty. And the third trait is temperature, your undertone, warm, cool, or neutral. And I'll be honest with you, this is the hardest one to figure out on your own, especially if you're somewhere in the middle, close to neutral, which is a lot of us. So general rule, if your skin has warm golden or peachy tones, lean towards coral and warm pinks, maybe slightly closer to orangey tones. And if your skin pulls more towards pink or bluish undertones, cool pinks, raspberry, fuchsia will feel more natural. So basically, we're just mirroring your natural complexion, your natural undertone through the shades we choose for your portrait zone. But if you genuinely can't tell, start with the dusty or muted pink. They're the most forgiving across all the undertones. So depth, contrast, and then temperature in that order. You can skip the temperature chapter if you can't determine your undertone. Start there, and your pink finds you pretty quickly. Okay, this is actually the easiest chapter to fix because the mistakes are always the same. Mistake number one, wearing a pink that fights your skin instead of working with it. Look at these two images. Our beautiful Asian woman now looks tired and our beautiful ginger girl looks unnaturally orangey. Nobody did anything wrong, it's just the wrong color doing its thing. And this is why pink gets the reputation of looking problematic or childish. It's not the color, it's the mismatch. And a second mistake, too much of bright and saturated pink at once without grounding it, especially when you mix different undertones all in one look, it just becomes overwhelming. Even when it's the right shade for your complexion, one pink piece is enough. Let the rest of the outfit breathe. Balance is the key. Okay, now moving to the most interesting part of the video, we are creating outfit formulas using different shades of pink. So formula number one, think cherry blossom against the blue sky, that a soft, dusty pink against the brown of branches. Nature already figured this combination out long before we did. So let's mirror it. I start with this pink linen waistcoat, and honestly, this piece is doing so much work here. It's the kind of piece that looks effortless but instantly elevates a look. And that's a cool swap for your basic white tee, especially in summer. Then jeans, yes, regular jeans, because I want you to actually be able to recreate this. No special pieces, just something you probably already have in your wardrobe. And then brown accessories to complete the nature reference. A brown scarf, a brown suede bag, warm earthy grounding, white flats to keep it fresh and light, and sunglasses because why not? And the result, effortless, summery, and very, very wearable. Formula 2. Think of a peony just before it fully opens, that deep burgundy at the center, the soft pink petals just starting to bloom, rich, romantic, and a little unexpected. So I start with a light pink linen shirt and burgundy linen pants, and honestly, it's beautiful, but something feels slightly unfinished, right? Like it needs one more thing. This. A small yellow detail, a necklace or a skinny scarf just slightly peeking out. That's it. And now we have the whole peony, pink, burgundy, and that yellow center, one tiny detail, and the whole outfit goes from nice to beautiful. White shoes and simple bag, nothing competing, nothing distracting, just the colors doing their job. You literally borrowed your outfit from a flower and it looks beautiful. Okay, formula number 3, and we've done light and pale and soft. Now let's talk about saturated pink. That kind that actually scares people. So this one took me a while. My first thought was maybe some kind of tropical flowers, maybe bougainvillea, all beautiful, but I mean, come on, you can't just copy nature reference without thinking about the context, about real life, about where you are actually going to wear this. Because hot pink is the most intimidating shade in this video, and if I say dress like a flamingo, that's not helpful, right? So the problem with the saturated pink is that it needs grounding, something neutral to ground the intensity of the color, but still something strong enough to hold it. And that's when I thought of this gemstone. I don't remember the original name of this stone, of course, that's something I cannot pronounce. Hot pink with dark charcoal veining running through it. This is what we need. So this is the combo for this chapter, and I'd suggest layering basic flowy button down underneath the vest for a more practical everyday look. And I'll link some additional top options in the description box if the vest isn't your thing, because this combination works with more than just this specific piece or this specific shade only, so all the links are waiting for you down below. So this look is for the high contrast girls, strong features, defined eyebrows. You can carry this, and you should, because on the right woman, this look is incredibly powerful. No accessories needed, the contrast does all the work. Formula 4, and okay, so an artichoke. Look at it. Olive green on the outside, dusty rose pink inside, so simple yet so sophisticated. Both colors are faded, dusty, and this is something that ties them together. So I took this dusty mauve skirt, love the crinkled texture, so easy to wear, added this olive knit vest on top, and honestly it just works. No effort, no overthinking. The Raffia bag is the finishing touch. Earthy, summery, feels like it belongs here because the crinkled fabric of the skirt sort of echoes the texture of the raffia material, and all the accessories to just support the idea. And this look is actually my secret weapon for women who say pink is not for them, because when you see this on you, you don't even think, oh, she's wearing pink or I'm wearing pink. You just think this is a really chic combo, which is kind of the whole point of this video. Okay, so that was pink. All of it, the dimensions, the mistakes, the formulas, and honestly, I hope this changed how you see this color, because pink is not girly, it's just misunderstood. And yes, we are turning this into a series, and you're actually choosing what comes next. Drop the color in the comment section, the one you always avoid, the one that confuses you, the one you want to finally figure out. The color that gets majority of votes will become a hero of my next video on this playlist. And as always, all the links are waiting for you down below in the description box. Don't forget to follow me here on YouTube. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Okay, I can see you sitting there in front of your screens. It means you want to watch another video. My recommendation would be how to wear blue. Yeah, that is simple. one shade and one shade only, which is blue, and all the needed information for you to wear blue like a professional artist or professional stylist. Click, click, see you.